dump truck fit back here. Oh my god, what was that? Let us say a prayer. A real prayer, not a mockery. That this video goes well. I don't hate it. And that everyone has a blessed Halloween. Amen. Hello everybody. I am so happy to be back and on Halloween nonetheless. So I hope everybody's having a great Halloween. Please let me know in the comments like what you dressed as, how you celebrated Halloween. I would love to hear. Obviously, I'm going as a nun this year, but I promise, I'm not making fun of anyone's religion. Well, that, I wasn't trying to make fun of it. I was just trying to be in character, I guess. But what I'm going as is related to the title of this video. I'm actually going as a character, so not like just the nun itself. I wasn't trying to make fun of religion. I'm actually going as one of my favorite characters. No, it's not The Hills Are Alive. Not that one, although I do love The Sound of Music and Julie Andrews, so I would totally go as that one as well, but it's kind of like a niche, lesser known one, because, you know, I like to gatekeep things. The title of this video is a reference to the infamous film The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which stars Clint Eastwood, and there's another Clint Eastwood film which is basically like a Western rom-com called Two Mules for Sister Sarah. Obviously, I am Sister Sarah. I don't want to spoil the movie, but I love her. She's an icon, so you should definitely watch it. It's really good. And yeah, that's who I decided to go as for Halloween, so hence the nun costume. You know, I've posted some videos, but I don't think we've ever really had a sit-down chit-chat, you know? You haven't really discovered the whimsy lore, so to speak, you know? And, you know that I worked at Chuck E. Cheese, I simp for monsters, you know those things. You know that I sell feet pics, which, hit me up if you're interested. But that's very surface level when it comes to me. Like, everybody that knows me, I've tried to pimp out for feet pics. So they know that I'm in that business. They know that I worked at Chuck E. Cheese. And, well, I guess the what's it called? What was her name?
She's a runner, she's a track star.
The pale lady. I promise I love her. I just get nervous in front of the camera, I swear. But I guess that was a little bit in-depth, but I was also joking. Like, so the Miley Cyrus memes aside, you don't really know much about me, like the core of who I am, right? And I felt like Halloween, by the way, I'm just gonna let you know, I'm gonna refer to Halloween and October, use them both interchangeably because I consider them one and the same. I love October because I love Halloween. And I felt like that was a good time for us to, you know, do some real bonding. But then life happened and I couldn't upload. So yeah, but I'm very thankful that I get to be here with you guys on Halloween. Maybe if you have some downtime, you can come here and chill with me, or if you have no plans for Halloween, we can keep each other company. I think that'll be really fun. For today's video, as I'm sure you've probably already guessed from the title, we are going to be eating some good pasta.
He's escaping! The killer is escaping! Help me!
And yeah, ravioli is pasta.
Nobody asked.
While reading some bad creepypasta. Okay, you're probably like, what the fuck is that? So when I was a kid, I loved to read, and I still like to read now. I just don't read as often as I used to. But when I was a kid, I used to like burn through books. For the longest time as a child, I really wanted to be a author. The Captain Underpants series had a profound impact on me. I loved that series. I thought it was like top-notch literature. Like, move aside, Moby Dick. What did you do for the culture? I know a better Moby Dick, and he keeps himself hidden in a pair of tidy whities. Yeah, I wanted to be a writer, and I would write like comics or little like stories all the time. And one of my friends' mom saw what I wrote, and for some reason she thought it was like the greatest thing since sliced bread. And she was like, oh my gosh, you're amazing, like you're so talented, like I'm gonna laminate this for you and it'll be like a real book. And she was so giddy about it. Like I never asked her to do any of that. I don't even know how she saw it. I don't think I even showed her, but she just was obsessed. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay. I was so excited. And all these years later, I still have it. It's the only copy in existence. You'll never find a shit pasta like this anywhere else, people. I thought I would narrate this for us, give you guys a little scare on Halloween. And we would share some good food. I don't have any candy with me, but I sure wish I did. Anyways, I promise I'm not gonna eat on camera, but I am gonna take a bite just to see how it tastes. It is a little cold though. I don't want to get this on myself. No, I'm cutting that out. Okay, let's try that again. Take 2. Can I bite it? Let me eat before I speak. How does Nikocado do it? I don't get it. Okay, that was enough eating on camera. Anyways, my loyal subscribers, prepare to be chilled to the bone with The Haunting. Which, first of all, let's talk about this cover. Very lackluster. I know they say you should never judge a book by its cover, but maybe you should. Now, before we get into this, this is actually a sequel to, I guess, another story I had written. I have no idea what that story entailed, but you're gonna see that this story sort of is based on the fact that the author presumed the reader had read the original story. Unfortunately, we don't know what that original story was, but yeah, so there was a first part to this that I don't think I'll ever find, and we're probably better off having it be that way. But this is called The Haunting, and that's like, if you couldn't tell, which I don't see how you couldn't, this is an incredible cutting edge artwork. That is a gravestone. I hope I'm pointing at it. And this like chicken bone looking thing is a fist punching through the gravestone. Scary. What's really scary is that stain. Ooh. Do you remember what happened to that poor fat dude? Nikocado? Wait, no, he's rich, not poor. Well, he is in this. And we get a delightful drawing, a very deviant art-esque drawing of a fat dude. It actually looks more like inflation, which if you don't know what that is, don't look it up. But yeah, as you see, I would have made a killing on DeviantArt with that. So the poor fat dude, I guess, was like this loser guy, because I mean, obviously he's fat. I'm just kidding, that was a joke. And I guess he got like bullied.
These are high school fucking bullies!
And then he died somehow in the first book. That's what I'm gathering from this. I'm like, I vaguely remember writing something like that, but I just don't know the story well enough to explain how this next part happened. Okay, so that poor fat dude, he's in this book. But he looks a lot different after 30 years. The lava affected him, so now no one can defeat him because his bones are gold rock. This is probably, and it's very sad to say, the most well-drawn picture in this book. I mean, I really went all out. Like, do you see that? Do you see that? Doctors are quaking. Name that bone. Bet you can't. 8 years of med school didn't pay off now, did they? Now he seeked revenge So he went to the disguise shop and bought a disguise. No disguise is gonna look that good. Which, first of all, this doesn't look good. Like, what are your eyebrows even doing, sir? Why are your eyes red? What is that hair? His body. Why did I make him built like that? Oof. I did him so dirty. And this was supposed to be his hot look. Like, when I drew this, I was like, damn, I wish a boy like that would ask me out. Quite embarrassing to admit, but true. Next, he tried to fit in with them so he could kill them. This is what happens when you're a Sigma male. Yep. Very true. Facts. This is what happens if you listen to Mariah Carey. Facts. I can attest to this. You're officially one of us now. Booyah! Why did I write that? Like, the story should have ended there. That's when they should have realized he was a total loser. Who the fuck says booyah? Ron Stoppable does, and he's a loser, but he's also a Sigma, so he's allowed to say that. But the minute this fool said booyah, they should have been like, you're officially not one of us. He really thought. Okay. Later that day, he made an evil bath for the adorable rabbit he found so it could be part of his evil plan. Now this drawing sends me. Because, okay, I actually based the rabbit off of a LPS, a Littlest Pet Shop that I had. And so that was where I got the reference for that. And the rabbit itself is fine. It does look like the sus emoji, the simp emoji, but we'll forgive it for that because that emoji is iconic. But his side profile, you know, I thought I did him dirty. Straightforward, where he still has a very prolific C cup, but from the side, ooh. Oh, he's got the leafiest here chin. My man's still built like Wendy Williams. Another thing about this story is the author leaves out a bunch of stuff. Like, first, it's like this fat guy died, right? And his bones are solid gold, which I'm pretty sure lava wouldn't do that, but okay. Creative liberties. And he's trying to get revenge on these popular kids, so I guess we can assume we're the reason he died or like bullied him or something. So he buys this disguise to look like a cool person, which most of the time what makes you cool is your personality, not really how you look. Like, there's a lot of people that are questionable looking, but they're popular. I mean, to give you an example, I won't say any names, but I think we're thinking of some people. It's like, how did he suddenly become super suave to fit in? I guess if you're really hot, you can get away with anything. Which, you know, I guess he's really hot. You know, again, creative liberties the author took. I'm trying to distance myself from this. We're just going to refer to it as the author. I'm not going to say my younger self because, you know what? I don't want to be attached to this. So he's trying to get revenge on this popular group that he disguises himself to enter, and we go from that to this random adorable rabbit that he found and he made an evil bath for, which, how do you make an evil bath? Do you use a bath bomb from Shein? I don't know, like, what makes it evil? I'm very intrigued to know, like, and anyways, creative liberties. We're just gonna say creative liberties, but I just want to make sure we're all on the same page because this story does jump a lot. The author was clearly rushing when they wrote this, and I'm so sorry, guys. Ooh, ooh. Mm. 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 So anyways, he made this evil bath for this adorable rabbit that he found, which is going to be part of his master plan. And I guess this is the artist's interpretation of what happened during the evil bath. It's very vague and minimalistic. Certainly a daring stand. By the way, the artist and the author are one and the same. So, clearly we're dealing with a jack of all trades, master of none. He put Growthinator in it. This... Sorry. If the side profile was my favorite drawing, this is my favorite line. He put Growthinator in the bath. Okay, so that's the evil bath. The bunny's gonna get giant. He put Growthinator in it. This what happened. This what happened. That's literally what it says. Oh, that line kills me every time I read it. I always forget it's coming up too. So perfect. My plan is working perfectly. And if you thought I played him in that last side profile, honey, look at this one. He looks like Mark Zuckerberg in the interrogation. Oh no. Short king energy. His hands are like this. What happened to his biddies? Continuity errors. You can tell this was a rough draft. Yeah, anyways, moving on. But all of a sudden, the Growthinator shrank. I thought of something a little dirty. Hear me out. Men be like, men be like this in the DMs. You meet them in person. Look, there he is. He's so tiny. Okay. So he made this evil bath with this evil bunny that I don't know what he expected this bunny to do around like humans, but he was trying to do something. So he made the bunny big and scary, and then as soon as he got on it, it shrunk, thereby shrinking him as well. Another daring artistic liberty was taken. Like, what is that? And who is she? And the art style just completely changing. It's still bad, so at least, you know, that was kept consistent, but... And who is he? You couldn't even shade him in all the way? Really? Whoever made this should be embarrassed. There they are. And then the author has the audacity to just go, the end. Like, what? And so then I guess the popular kids are like burying him alive. Ooh, morbid. And he's like, you won't win. And she's like, oh yeah, we will. Girl boss. But like, what? And then it literally just ends. There's nothing else. The haunting, like what? Oh my gosh, it's so bad. There's a lot of questions. The author has not released a statement since this was released, and I don't think they're ever going to, unfortunately, so any fans of this series will never get any closure, but you know what? That's what they deserve, because if there are any fans of this, they did it to themselves. They clearly enjoy suffering. They clearly have they're clearly masochists, and maybe the creator is as well, because you know. But anyways, I thought I would just share this very haunting portion of my history of the lore of whimsy with you guys, just so you can get a better sense of like who I am and what made me this way. I will be eating my pasta. I don't know. Pasta la vista. Okay, I'm leaving. Bye. That was so cringe.